The rapper's allegations a, quote, coordinated and desperate effort to focus the public's attention on me personally to avoid attention on the allegations being made by my client.
The latest allegations against Jay-Z are raising eyebrows, and these shocking recordings might just change everything. Could this be the beginning of the end for a music empire? This entire scandal has taken the entertainment industry by storm, with allegations surfacing about coercion, manipulation, and intimidation tied to none other than Jay-Z himself. These leaked voicemails are being called the most incriminating evidence yet, allegedly showing calculated and deliberate efforts to silence accusers and witnesses. It's not just about the words in those recordings, it's about the power dynamics and influence being exposed. This isn't just a minor controversy, it's a deep dive into how far-reaching influence can be used to protect an empire. Roc Nation, a name synonymous with success and power, is now at the center of accusations that are shaking the very foundation of Jay-Z's carefully crafted legacy. The allegations suggest a system of control that goes beyond individual actions, raising questions about how far those in power will go to protect their image. With every detail that emerges, the scandal seems to widen, pulling in more voices and sparking a storm of outrage. Could this be the tipping point that forces the industry to confront its darker side, or will the machinery of fame and fortune find a way to keep the truth buried? As more people began to speak out, the stakes have never been higher for Jay-Z and Roc Nation. These voicemails are reportedly linked to allegations of bribery, coercion, and even impersonation. The claim suggests that Roc Nation operatives approached witnesses and accusers, flashing fake badges and pretending to be officials from the state of Texas. Can you imagine how intimidating that must have been for those involved? It's not just disturbing, it's a direct challenge to the integrity of the justice system. According to reports, some of the individuals were even offered money to turn against their own attorneys or drop their cases entirely. These tactics, if proven true, paint a picture of desperation and a willingness to cross moral and legal lines to protect powerful individuals. And the timing of these allegations, it couldn't be more explosive, as high-profile figures like Diddy face their own waves of legal troubles. This appears to be part of a larger reckoning in the entertainment industry. Jay-Z's alleged involvement in a 2000 incident with a 13-year-old girl is once again in the spotlight. That case, already mired in controversy, is now linked to these new claims of intimidation and manipulation. The puzzle pieces of a much larger picture seems to be falling into place, and the result is deeply unsettling. Representing several alleged victims, has been vocal about what he sees as a systematic effort to undermine justice. He claims that the tactics used by Roc Nation weren't just underhanded. They were outright illegal. Imagine the scenario. You're an accuser trying to pursue justice, and suddenly, people show up at your door pretending to be investigators. They flash what looks like official identification and offer you a chance to make the whole ordeal disappear for a price. This is what Busby is alleging happened to the clients. And the most shocking part, he claims to have audio evidence tying these acts directly to Roc Nation. These allegations highlight a disturbing level of manipulation aimed at silencing those seeking justice. If the audio evidence truly links Roc Nation to such tactics, it could unravel the empire's reputation and bring serious legal consequences. Jay-Z's team, of course, has denied all of these allegations. His legal representatives have dismissed the case as baseless, describing them as nothing more than an elaborate extortion attempt. They argue that Busby is using the media to orchestrate a smear campaign and paint Jay-Z as a villain. But the existence of these voicemails complicates things. If the recordings indeed reveal what they're alleged to, it could shift the narrative entirely. It begs the question, who is really telling the truth in the legal tug-of-war? The leaked voicemails have reportedly already had a chilling effect, with more women stepping forward to share their stories. This development points to a potentially much larger scope for the allegations than initially believed. There may be additional victims who have been silenced over the years, reflecting a deeply rooted culture of power and silence in the entertainment industry. The idea that influential figures could allegedly orchestrate such actions to protect their reputation is deeply troubling. These revelations are forcing the public to confront uncomfortable truths about the systems that enable such behavior. As the scandal unfolds, it casts a glaring spotlight on the misuse of influence and the far-reaching consequences of those who dare to speak out. Then there is the broader connection to other scandals in the industry. Diddy's own legal battles have brought attention to a dark underbelly of manipulation, control, and abuse within the music world. These new allegations against Jay-Z are casting a similar shadow. Could this be the part of a larger reckoning, where even the most untouchable figures are finally held accountable? The unfolding events suggest that a systematic culture of silence and complicity may finally be breaking apart. As more voices emerge, the call of justice and reform grows louder, threatening to upend the power dynamics in the industry. What's even more alarming is the alleged involvement of Roc Nation in trying to discredit Tony Buzbee himself. The lawsuit claims that operatives tied to Roc Nation didn't just target witnesses, they also went after Buzbee's reputation. Accusations of bribery, manipulation, and even attempts to derail his legal cases have surfaced. The question is, how far would Roc Nation allegedly go to protect its image? Is this a calculated attempt to shift the narrative and cast doubt on the claims being made? One of the most jaw-dropping elements of this scandal is the claim that Roc Nation operatives impersonated state officials. These individuals reportedly approached Buzbee's clients, claiming to represent legal authorities and offering money in exchange for discrediting their attorney. It's a scenario that speaks to the immense power imbalance at play here. Adding to the complexity are the lawsuits now being filed against Buzbee himself. Some former clients have accused his firm of mishandling cases and charging exorbitant fees. These claims are being used by Jay-Z's team to question Buzbee's credibility. But they also raise a new question. Are these accusations genuine, or are they part of a larger effort to discredit him? It's a tangled web of allegations, counterclaims, and power plays that only seem to grow more complicated with each new development. And let's not forget the impact this is having on the victims at the center of it all. In the midst of this back and forth between powerful legal teams, the accusers' stories risk being overshadowed. The leaked voicemails, the lawsuits, and the media frenzy all contribute to a narrative that detracts from the core issue of seeking justice for those who have been wronged. This situation could significantly affect the way future cases are handled, potentially discouraging other victims from coming forward, knowing they might face similar tactics. The chilling effect on those seeking justice could have long-lasting consequences for accountability in the industry. Jay-Z's legal team has painted him as the victim of an orchestrated extortion plot, arguing that these claims are an attempt to tarnish his reputation and extract money. But the existence of these voicemails, if verified, could undermine that narrative. It's one thing to deny allegations, it's another to explain away potential evidence that suggests otherwise. And with more alleged victims reportedly coming forward, this situation is only becoming more precarious for Roc Nation. This scandal isn't just about one man or one company. It's about the broader dynamics of power and accountability in the entertainment industry. What's truly unsettling is the potential ripple effect this could have on the industry as a whole. If these claims are proven true, it could lead to a reckoning that goes far beyond Jay-Z or Roc Nation. It could force a hard look at how power is wielded in the music world, how victims are treated, and how justice is pursued in an environment where influence often trumps accountability. The leaked voicemails are more than just evidence. They are a symbol of the culture of silence and complicity that has allowed powerful figures to operate without consequences for far too long. And these questions just keep piling up. Are there more victims waiting to share their stories? So stay tuned for more updates as this story unfolds, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates on the explosive stories rocking the entertainment world.